gathered here on Earth Day. It's March 20 here in New York. We're at the United Nations. We can see the peace bell. We're going to join at 6:29 when bells will be ringing all over the world. We'll have a moment of silence and for peace, justice, and care of Earth. And our main event this year is in Vienna, Austria.
Hold on a pause.
We're having the countdown.
It's 6:29.
Here it is.
That was nice. Supper. What? I like that. What? You want to look at it? Oh, so I'm in the picture. I see. Okay. I'm here too. Hello. Nice to see you all. Good morning.
We're in a minute of silence now, John.
Oh, yes. That's me. Definitely silent.
Aho, Mitikoyayasan. Greetings to all our brothers and sisters worldwide. The web of life has been woven. And we are now at the Equinox, the balance of all being everywhere on the east coast of New York. In front of the United Nations, we stand proudly. And all tribes and all people and all of life is connected in a balancing perfect moment. We are thankful to Mary Carlin and John Drysdale to maintaining the World Earth Society and the good work that Rick Ulfik and all the people here gathered are doing. On behalf of Spotted Bear and the Lakota, Nakota, and Sioux tribe water protectors, we are grateful, we are thankful, and we would like Mr. Tillerson and Mr. Trump to be arrested. I, Frank Craven, on behalf of the Condor in the Southern Hemisphere, would rather have them go off on their yachts and helicopters and leave us alone.
And so in the spirit of peace, justice, and care of Earth, I'd like to just give the history of Earth Day. The original one is on March 20, 1970. And I'm going to read Margaret Mead's speech, the famous anthropologist. She said, "Earth Day is the first holy day which transcends all national borders, yet preserves all geographical integrities, spans mountains and oceans and time belts, and yet brings people all over the world into one resounding accord. It's devoted to the preservation of the harmony in nature, and yet draws upon the triumphs of technology, the measurement of time, and instantaneous communications through space. Earth Day draws on astronomical phenomena in a new way, using the vernal equinox, the time when the sun crosses the equator, making night and day of equal length in all parts of the Earth. To this point in the annual calendar, Earth Day attaches no local or divisive set of symbols, no statement of truth or superiority in one way of life over another. But the selection of the March equinox makes planetary observance of a shared event possible, and a flag which shows the Earth as seen from space appropriate. The choice has been made of the two equinoxes, the springtime of one hemisphere, the autumn of the other, making the rhythmic relationship between the two capable of being shared by all the people of the Earth, translated into any language, marked on any calendar, destroying no historical calendar, yet transcending them all. When men have fought over calendrical differences in the past and invented particular days like May Day or Christmas with desperate partisanship, invoking their God with enthusiasm which excluded others, the prayers for Earth Day are silence, where there is no confusion of tongues, and the peal of the peace bell ringing around the Earth, as now satellites transform distances into communication. Earth Day celebrates the interdependence within the natural world of all living things, humanity's utter dependence upon Earth, man's only home, and in turn the vulnerability of the Earth of ours to the ravages of irresponsible technological exploitation. It celebrates our long past in which we have learned so much of the importance of the air and the oceans to life and to peace, of the blue and white waters, of the picture of Earth from space. There are no boundary lines except those made by water and mountains. Yet in this picture of the Earth, the harsh, impersonal structures of world politics disappear. There are no zones of influence, political satellites, international blocks, only people who live in lands, on land that they cherish. Earth Day is a great idea, well-founded in our present scientific knowledge and specifically to our solar universe. But the protection of the Earth is also a matter of day-to-day decisions, of how a field is to be fertilized, a dam built, a crop planted, how some technical process is to be used to enrich or deplete the soil. It is a matter of whether the convenience of the moment are to override provisions for our children's future. All this involves decisions, some taken by individuals, some by national governments, some by multinational corporations, and some by the United Nations. Planetary housekeeping is not, as man's work was once said to be, just from sun to sun, but it has been said as women's work. It's never done. Earth Day lends itself to ceremony, to purple passages of glowing rhetoric, to a catch in the throat and a tear in the eye, easily evoked, but also as easily wiped away. Earth Day uses one of humanity's great discoveries, the discovery of anniversaries by which, throughout time, human beings have kept their sorrows and their joys, their victories, their revelations, and their obligations alive. For re-celebration and rededication another year, another decade, another century, another eon. But the noblest anniversary, devoted to the vastest enterprise now in our power, the preservation of the planet, could easily become an empty observance if our hearts are not in it. Earth Day reminds the people of the world of the continuing care which is vital to Earth's safety. This is from Margaret Mead.
Yeah, bravo.
Thank
Bravo.
you. So, and I will also just reiterate, our big celebration this year is in Vienna at the UN, where where their peace bell is also rung. And what's happening now, the importance of Vienna, there's going to be a non-proliferation treaty in May, and a big conference here at the UN next year in 2018, because nuclear weapons are one of the most serious problems we're facing. And with Fukushima and the ongoing pollution, and even though it's not on the media, this is ongoing, and we've got to do a better job of taking care of our planet. We have pictures of Vienna. Nick, would you like to say a few things?
My name is Nick Curto. I'm from the Urantia Book Society of Greater New York, as well as the Disclosure Project of New York. Together we know the challenges are huge, never more. We have information about China and North Korea that is a huge threat, huge, and we need to address that right now. The amount of nuclear proliferation with weapons is never more than right this second and getting worse. And this is a year that we feel is a critical year. So on behalf of us, on behalf of everyone in the world, we need to hold together as brothers and sisters and create joy and peace. Thank you.
Rick, would you like to say a few words?
Sure. Thank you everyone for coming. My name is Rick Ulfik. I'm founder of We the World and the We campaign at we.net. And thank you, Mary and John, for your dedication over the years with the Earth Society Foundation to keep Equinox Earth Day going and in the public mind for all this time. And what we're doing with We the World this year is what we call Earth Month, starting at this very moment on the equinox and going through April 22nd, when much of the world also celebrates. There are many, many organizations that are participating in Earth Month, starting on the Equinox Earth Day, and then on April 22nd, there's going to be a March of Science, the March for Science on Washington, D.C., and there will be marches in New York City and many other places. And then on April 29th, the Global Climate March. And many, many other events will be taking place during this period that we're calling Earth Month. On March 22nd, World Water Day, there are going to be many, many activities. People from Standing Rock are participating in many things. We the World is going to be doing a radio summit teleconference on March 22nd at 1 p.m. And then there are many other things. The Compassion Games are having relays. They're passing the torch for a global Wopida, which is a gratitude ceremony. It's happening at Standing Rock right now, and it's going to be continuing through Earth Month and many other things. So you can find out about these things by going to we.net. There's the Global Unity Calendar at globalunitycalendar.org, where people can post their own events. It's an international public calendar, and so you can see all these things. And again, thank you so much to the Earth Society Foundation, Mary and John and everyone. And there you go. Thank you.
There's also a major oceans conference that's here in New York from June 5th to the 9th. And the importance of our water cannot be overstated. Water is life.
Although we are just a handful of people gathered here, we represent the people across the nation and around the world. And we also represent the biodiversity, all the animals and insects and bird and marine life of the oceans. So for life itself, which wants the Environmental Protection Agency not to be eliminated and wants the water to be protected, not pipelined, and wants our oils and minerals and no more drilling or mining, please, we have eco-friendly solutions to fossil fuel industry pollutions. And it's time for a new paradigm of consciousness and harvesting of nature by working with nature and the flow of the current of the planet, of the rivers we carry on. I will blow the conch in the 6 directions. Turn to the south where the eagle brings us medicine from the east, and now we turn to, in the Seneca Nation, they call this the porcupine, bringing us medicine, the labor, the day, the sunshine. The Hato name for this is Ka, the element of fire, electricity. Now we turn to the west where the bear brings us medicine of transformation, the element of water, the blood of the earth, the fall time, the sunset time. Now we turn to the north. This is where the white buffalo and the moose brings us medicine of midnight hour, sleeping time, the winter time, midnight hour. And the element is earth, the bones, the tissues. What's the name for this is El. And we look up to the sky and all that befalls us naturally. We welcome the wind, the hail, the snow, the rain, starlight, the star people, Orion, Sirian, Pleiadian, all those that come and love us. I'm thankful for the starlight and the sunlight. And we're grateful. Now we go down to Mother Earth, deep inside your gardens, the oils, the minerals, the gold, the silver, the turquoise, the granite, all the fires, everything that's inside and deep inside her. We love you and we apologize on the surface. We give you love and light, thanks and praise. Ma. Now we hold our hearts. And now we shake hands in a circle amongst each other, look at each other's eyes, each and every one.
So we would just like to thank everybody once again. We'll have a full day of events for next year if we make it through to next year. Because each day is a gift. We do not know what is in store for us. So open your hearts.